Hi there, this is James with Northern Arizona Wind & Sun. Today we're going to talk about wiring and configuring a Victron charge controller. Okay, for this application we're going to have two charge controllers. These are 150 MPPTs from Victron. This project we're running 4 325 watt RAC modules. So essentially 2 panels are going to go into each charge controller on this project. We're going to wire them 2 in series, and each individual pair is going to come down to the charge controller. For the charge controllers themselves, we're going to use breakers for the PV input and the charge controller output. We typically use 150 volt rated input breakers for the PV input to the charge controller. In this case, we're running 1 string, so we're going to use a 15 amp input breaker. The output voltage of the panels is going to be close to like 82 volts or 81 volts, so you definitely don't want to use a low voltage breaker. It needs to be rated to handle the higher voltages that these panels are going to output. Between the charge controller and the batteries, it's a 50 amp charge controller, so we're going to be using a 60 amp breaker between the battery and the charge controller, and we're going to be using 6 gauge wire. That'll keep our line losses down on a 12 volt system, as well as with a 60 amp breaker you need to use appropriately sized wire. Okay, so we put those breakers into a box to house them. This is the Midnight Baby or Big Baby box. And it's going to be able to house up to 4 single beam breakers. So we're going to have, you know, 1 for each charge controller, 1 pair for each charge controller. So this box will handle both charge controllers' breakers. Okay, so the breakers that we're using are DIN rail breakers. So they have this pop out to latch them onto the DIN rail. This box here already has a rail in it, so we can just simply set the breakers onto the rail like this. And then once we're done with them, you'll just simply press in the clips, and that'll lock them onto the rail. They won't come off. Alright, so currently we're wiring the PV input, both the positive and negative cables. Once I have this done, I'll wire them to the breakers. Okay, we're going to go ahead and update and configure the MPPT 150s. Okay, so once you pull up your device on either your smartphone, tablet, or computer, you're going to go ahead and open the device in Victron Connect. First thing it's probably going to ask you for is an update. It's actually going to update twice. So this is the overview screen of what's going on. If we had solar panels connected up to the charge controller, you would see solar production here in a bar graph. This is the PV input voltages, hence it says solar. So this is going to say, you know, this will be the PV input voltage and the current. This is the current battery voltage and delivered current from the charge controller. It's all going to be a factor of what's coming in is what's going out. This is the given state of charge here. Currently there's no PV input, so the state of charge is off. There's, you know, a little bit of other information, but generally it's not going to be used on most applications. So to go ahead and configure the charge controller, We're going to click on this gear over here, go to the battery tab. Pretty much everything is going to be configured through the battery tab. We're going to configure this charge controller for some lithium batteries today. So we're going to go here, select user defined, turn on expert mode, as this gives us some additional abilities to program things. We're going to adjust the battery voltages respective to the manufacturer's recommendations. We don't need to equalize, so we're just going to set that to essentially the same as the absorption voltage for safety. We're going to go ahead, being that this is a lithium battery, and make sure this is a fixed absorption charge. We're going to make the absorption time 1 hour. And we're going to make sure temperature compensation is disabled. And I typically recommend enabling low temperature charge prevention and just locking it in at freezing. Those are the common settings one would change for the charge controller when charging lithium batteries. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and comment.